So glad to be talking to you right now. And I don't only say this because of the job, but it is a great film. One that has to be experienced on the biggest screen possible, for sure, on IMAX. But why do you think that living this movie on a movie theater replicates the magic that you experienced filming it?
Just the grandness of what you see, the scope of the desert, the intricacy of the enormous sets. I think it's really best felt on an enormous screen. Also in the community of a theater with other people.
I think it's the closest thing you can get. I think it's so immersive. I remember walking onto the sets for the first time and just being like in awe of like the scope and the scale and the detail too.
And that it was real.
Like I could touch it. Yeah, it's really, really impressive. And so I hope that people get that same feeling, and I think in many ways the only way to have that is to have it right, like big in your face, and being able to hear the sounds surrounding you and the music carrying you. It's
the power of all of these people, like being in their world and being up close with them is obviously the best way that you should watch this movie, with the speakers. I think when I watched it, the one thing that I was just so grateful for was just the speakers. I could feel it rattling in my chair. And I was there, I was in battle with you all. I was like, ah! It was amazing.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets, but the darkest of them all may remain. The end of House Atreides.
Florence said, and I quote, that working for this project is pretty fucking cool. So I
Stand
want
by
to know. No, and I believe you 100%.
Yeah.
But I want to know, which part are you most excited about to know for your characters on part 3?
Just to be able to come back again would be a dream. And I don't know if it's going to happen. There hasn't been a promise, but like this was insane. Experiencing it as an actor, even if it didn't come out and then I didn't get to see what people thought, I would be totally, completely happy. Like this was the gift that I didn't think I was ever going to get, and I got, and it was amazing. So the idea of being able to come back again and like potentially for us to have a bit more time together would just, I'm still coming off the high of this. I'm not ready. I'm still enjoying this one. This one is still huge.
I would love to come back to it because I'm really interested in, I think we keep saying this, but I want to know this dynamic between our two characters. I think we only see literally a brief moment of it, and there's so much said that's not said, and I'm like, ooh. I would love to see
their differences on, oh my God,
what happens when they're confronted with each other.
And also to play with that, like when you admire someone and you're a massive fan of someo's work, like when you finally get to work with that person, you get to play. It's basically like playing ping pong with a pro ping pong player. Like I get to be with this person that I can have fun with. Yeah.
I know for a fact, Tim, that you like to take things from set. Because I was in certain press conference in late November and I heard that.
Oh yeah.
So I want to know if you kept something from Dune Part 2
set.
Weirdly
I didn't. I mean, I didn't. Actually, that's not true. I'm remembering now. In Jordan, there's a long shot of Paul, like almost impossibly long, walking through the desert. You almost don't know if it's him at first. And you see the heat waves. And there we took a military helicopter 2 hours into, I guess I wouldn't even say the desert. It was almost like, it wasn't literally lava rock, but it was a sort of a type of rock you'd never seen. The words escape me. The words escape me. I don't have it, but I did take a rock from that location and I brought it back home.
Oh, wow.
And I have it sort of pedestaled in my house. Cool. Yeah.
You stole something from another country.
Well, you know what? You're right. By the way, you're absolutely right. A geological.
You're like Indiana Jones. Yeah.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Yesterday you mentioned the training for this film.
Yeah.
And I just had it out. Did you use any stunts actor for the fight scene between Fade, Rotha, and Paul?
we had an incredible stunt team that we worked with extensively before we ever got on set, and they're the best in the world. They were so incredible, and then they would block the scenes, and then we would come in and do as much of it as we possibly could. And I like to think that a lot of it is us. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to know because I wasn't in the editing process, but they were just incredible performers.
And also you did some fighting yourselves, so I think that was awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Don't try to impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope!
May thy knife chip and shatter.